All right, so now we go to part 2 of our scientific notation section. So let's go ahead and get right into it. In this particular case, so now we're going to go the other direction. We are going to convert from standard notation into scientific notation. Okay, so we started with the other way around, going scientific into standard. Now we're going to go the other direction. Okay, so I'm basically, and this is the standard Mr. Smith scientific notation. And the reason I call it the Mr. Smith scientific notation is because for our purposes, I tend to have us round things to 2 decimal places. You will see other formats of scientific notation where they go further. Actually, I also like a single digit in front. So in this particular case, in my version of standard scientific notation, we are going to move the decimal. In this case, remember, the decimal is not placed, so it would be at the end. We are going to move the decimal either forward or backwards, so there is a single digit in front of it. This digit has to be from 1 to 9. Okay, so in our version, what I want you to do in this class is I want a single digit in front of the decimal. So in this case here, I moved the decimal forward so that it fell between the 4 and the 3. And again, I want a single digit in front that is from 1 to 9. All right, no zeros. Secondly, we are going to round to 2 decimal places. So once I have placed this decimal here, we are rounding to 2 decimal places. We are going to hundredths using your standard rounding rules. So in this particular case, we're going to use the 6 to determine whether we round that 5 up. In this case, we would. All right? And then times 10 to our power, whatever our power happens to be. Well, we moved it 4 places, so my power will be 4. The number we started with was bigger than 1, so my power will be a positive. If the number we began with is smaller than 1, we will have a negative. And if you can follow and apply those rules, you can do standard notation or scientific notation without a whole lot of problem. Use this sheet to help you until you get the hang of it. All right? So we are going to go ahead here and we are going to convert these into scientific notation. So in this particular case, there is the decimal. So using my rules, I am going to move the decimal forward so that I have a single digit in front of it. 1 point. I'm placing the decimal between the 1 and the 4. I'm going to round this off to 2 decimal places using my standard normal rounding rules. So in this particular case, I have to use the 6 to determine whether I round up, and yes, we round up with 6s, so this becomes 44. So 1.44 times 10 to the, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4 places with my decimal. Okay, so it will be 10 to the 4th power. And this value when I began was 14,368. So this will definitely be a positive power. All right. In B, my decimal right now currently is in the end. I am moving it forward. So I have a single digit in front. So 2 point. Rounding to 2 decimal places. So this will be either 38 or 39 based on the next number. Well, that is definitely a 9, so we are going up to 39. Times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moved it 6 decimal places. And this number when I began, 2,389,000 and so on, definitely a positive exponent. So now C, I already know, without doing any work, that this will be a negative power of some sort. This number is smaller than 1. Same thing in D. Times 10 to the negative something. This value is smaller than 1. All right, so I'm going to use my rules, and in this case move the decimal back, but I still want a single digit in front. So 3.5, well, something. Now this number would then be a 0, so we're not going to round up. So 56. So 3.56 times 10 to the negative 1, 2, 3. negative third power. Okay, moving the decimal. So I have a single digit in front. 2 point. All right, rounding to 2 places. So this is either 78 or 79. Well, our 9 is kicking the 8 up to a 9, so 79 times 10 to the negative 2. Decimal went 2 places. Again, that's all there is to converting from standard notation into scientific notation. That's all it takes. Follow the steps, and you're golden. So, all right, that'll get you to the end. Again, any help, questions, concerns, issues, come see me. We'll work it out.